Hey everyone, John here with the Red Bearded TV YouTube channel. This video is going to be a video on my panfish setup that I use when I go pan fishing. So I'm going to get right into this video.
Did you take the lure off that?
Yes.
Okay.
The rod I am using is a St. Croix 7-foot light power extra fast action, as you can see that right there on the
bring it back. Yeah, stay right there.
on
Lower
the
it.
You can see that it's
we're trying, guys. There you go, St. Croix. Okay.
And you can see, and it's a light power extra fast action. It throws 2 to 6 pound test line, 1/16 to 3/16 ounce weight. It's a 7-foot, and it is the St. Croix Panfish series rod. I've had this rod for
9 months.
about 9 months,
a year,
almost to a year, and absolutely love it, because when I researched into the pole, I researched for about a year into St. Croix, the company St. Croix, and I liked everything that they do with their rods, and it works marvelous for pan fishing. The reel I have paired with it is it's a Pflueger Triton, and it throws 4, 6, and 8 pound test line, which I know is not recommended for this pole. They recommend a pole that'll hold 2 to 6 pound test line, but I use it because it's what I had. Some point I'll probably convert it to what actually should be on this rod, which would be a I don't know what size it would be, but this is a size 30, and like I said, it holds 2, 4, and 6 pound test line. And I've had this reel for about the same time as I've had the rod, and it works great. It's a 7 ball bearing system. It is I want to say it's like a 5 something to 1 system. Oh yeah, 5.2 to 1 gear ratio, 7 ball bearing system. I believe this reel has 9 pounds of drag, which is 1 pound lower than my Pflueger President I had, XT, whatever it was. But I just I gave that to a kid at the beach, so I put this one on it. I don't have anything bad to say about either one of them. They've been really good to me. I haven't had any issues out of them yet. Like I said, I've only had it for about 9 months. But that's the setup I use. I will be spooling it with this line right here. It's Mr. Crappie. It's 6 pound test line, because I use this rod for everything panfish related, which this channel is going to be on is panfish, so like crappie and sun ear and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to get too much off topic. But this if you're looking for a good panfish rod, I would highly recommend St. Croix, and get a reel that's in your budget. I'd spend a little more on the rod and maybe go less on the reel, because the rod is really good, because it's really sensitive when you detect the bite. When you get a bite on, you can really detect the bites and all that kind of stuff. But I would highly recommend this if you're looking to get a good panfish rod. I'd stay away from them really cheap ones at Walmart, because me and my wife did a challenge and they weren't really all that great. But I would recommend this to anyone looking into getting into panfish. I'm not saying you can't catch bass or smallmouth on this, but its intended purpose is to catch panfish, so like crappies and things like that.
and mention how that rod has helped me with stuff.
This rod has also helped my wife, who has a lot of injuries and stuff like that. When I first got the rod, it's $120.65 for the rod. This reel was about $40, but either way, that's beside the point. But my wife, who has a lot of injuries, when I first got this, I let her use it because I have a bass setup, but I don't do a whole lot of bass fishing, because I grew up catching panfish, and that's where my heart really is in pan fishing and stuff like that. But my wife, who has a lot of injuries, she picked up this rod, and She normally she's lucky if she can get like 2 or 3 casts in. With this, she can pretty much do a whole day. And,
At least a half hour to an hour.
At least a half hour to an hour with the rod. She has this exact same rod, but she has a Mitchell reel on hers. But she absolutely loved it, and she was actually talking about stealing my rod, which I wasn't about to have that. So I went out and I saved up the money, and I got her the exact same rod for our anniversary. We've been married for about 8 years, but that's beside the point. But if you have a lot of medical conditions and you're looking for a lightweight panfish rod, I would highly recommend this.
It doesn't give a lot of like the kickback like other rods do.
It doesn't give a lot of kickback like a lot of other rods do.
So it doesn't put a lot of pressure on your body.
And it doesn't put a lot of pressure on your body and stuff like that if you have a lot of medical conditions. But if you like this video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. For videos involving this, which this channel is going to be on, is just stuff that involves this rod, which is panfish. But share with your friends and help me get subscribers up and all that. And thank you for watching the Red Bearded TV YouTube channel. Thank you. God bless.